Well, I'm here in Eastern Washington, getting ready to start a day of scouting. Really just want to get out, stretch the legs, let moose get out, just enjoy the beautiful weather, enjoy being outside. But I am going to kind of be scouting a little bit for possibly deer this fall. So looking forward to just a great day. It's beautiful, so let's go have some fun. So I just stopped and dropped my pack, kind of for the first place, and just walk around a little bit, look for sheds, just do some exploring, and I came upon this. Pretty cool. It says I think 1929 to 1986 on the bottom, and it says something like, "If ever two were one, then surely we. If ever man was loved by wife, then thee. If ever wife was happy in a man, compare with me if you can." That's pretty cool. Said it before. It's pretty crazy what you find out here. And look at next to these beautiful flowers on a spring, I guess technically summer day. It's beautiful. Haven't seen any animals other than squirrels yet, but hopefully that'll change here. It's that time of year, I guess. And that's the freshest sign that I've found so far. But I have started seeing a few tracks too, so it's pretty hot right now. I don't know, it's probably around 10:30 or so it's not likely I'll see anything out moving around, but we're gonna go try to find some place to sit, have a snack, take a break, and then just watch. But nice to see that. There's some more, and this is kind of out where it gets pretty warm. And that's still really moist, so man, hoping I get to see some today. Keep going. There's cattle around, so I'm getting whiffs of stuff. I'm pretty sure it's the cattle, but the elk are here too someplace. Alright, we'll keep moving. Okay. I just went like 30-40 yards from my last update, and now I am really smelling them, and that is not cattle. So I don't know if they're still right here someplace, or if they had some beds here and I'm just smelling it because it's warming up now. I don't know, but there's either elk here right now and I just haven't seen them yet, or there was this morning. And as strong as that smell was, I think there's elk here right now. And the wind is in my face, so we're just gonna move slow. Let's see here. If this is as fresh as the other stuff. No, that's older. But let's see if we can find something. No, moose! No! Holy crap. Just kicked up that calf. It was like 10 yards from me. No, moose, come! I knew they were here. No, moose, get over here. Get over here. Come. I don't know if you can see it. It's right in the trees right there. Oh, there it goes. Oh man, scared the crap out of me. Oh, there, it's up there. No, moose, come. I don't know what it's doing all by itself like that. Okay, let me see if I can get in a better spot. I don't know if it's still up there. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's going to be coming out here. It's alright, I don't have a tripod. It's on my back. Okay, whew. I was just saying how smelt them and there was fresh sign, but I don't know why it was just laying here by itself. All right, taking our first break. Got here about 8:30 this morning. Started hiking in around 8:45. There was another truck down there at the trailhead. I was kind of surprised to see that. But I haven't seen anybody or heard anybody, so I don't know exactly where they went. But you have to cross 2 washed out creeks on the way in. I brought a couple shoes, couple pairs of shoes, because I wasn't sure if I was going to have to wade across or not. I haven't been here in a couple years, so I wasn't sure what things were like. But there was a footbridge at one of them. And then, and you could have stepped across without it. And then the other one, there were some logs that had been stacked to cross, so no big deal there. But yeah, just hiked in. Fairly easy hike. And then once I got up in here, I just, went slow, started glassing. Didn't really see much sign. We stopped at one spot and dropped the pack, and then went and did just some exploring. See if we'd find any sheds. It's not a great place for sheds. I don't know that they're really in here yet at that time of year. I think they move in closer to this time. Anyway, just taking a break. Moose is taking a nap. Just ate some food, had a snack. And then we're going to head to the end of this skid road like I mentioned, and then we'll cut up and then connect with the logging road, and then you can probably go for another couple miles if you want. Well, you can go a long ways if you take a lower road, but on the upper road, still probably a couple miles you can go, and I'll probably do that because, again, up top is where I've seen deer in the past, so I'll probably go up there just to see if we can kick any up again. That's it for now. Just came across the first bear sign. It's a pretty good pile, so seems like that's probably a pretty good sized bear. Haven't seen anything else though. And other than that elk calf, haven't seen any other animals either. So fingers crossed, we'll still get a glimpse at something. Got a pretty steep hill we gotta climb now to get up to the logging road up above. Not really looking forward to it, but good exercise. Good way to start getting ready for this fall. Here we go. Getting pretty strong whiffs of elk. Not hearing or seeing anything though. Just feel like it's one of those situations I'm going to take 3 more steps and the forest is going to erupt. I guess we'll just keep moving slow. Alright, well, nothing so far. Been seeing tracks and been smelling them. But nothing so far, and this is the last hill up through here. Should come to a clear cut. Starting to get pretty overgrown, but clear cut, and then it should take me to the top of the ridge. And then everything from here is all downhill back to the truck. I'm not saying I'm going to go right back, but I'm going to start working back that way. And pretty much everything should be downhill, so trying to psych myself up for this last for this last hill. And there's a little, let's see, yeah, a little rub. Almost looks somewhat fresh. I'm sure it's not, but all right, just trying to delay going up the hill. Let's do it. Found a bone, just made himself comfortable and started to have a snack. He loves it out here, just like me. Well, I made it to the top. Wasn't as bad as I remembered. I think it's because it wasn't so blistering hot. But the view is probably worth the climb. Okay, starting to make our way down, and man, the elk smell just hit me like a ton of bricks. Almost knocked me over. It's so strong. The wind is. Thermals are coming up to me. So they're down in these trees. There must be some elk bedded down in there. You can see how thick it is. Like, I can go down in there, but I'm just gonna kick them all out of there, because I'm not gonna be able to see. I'm just gonna hang out here for a minute and just see if I hear anything. Man, that's the strongest elk smell I think I've ever smelled, to be honest. Yeah, I'm getting it again. Just see if we can hear something. Well, found a couple beds, like 10 yards from where I was when I was talking about it. There's another one right there. There's one right here. And then there's another one right there, I think. Is that it? Yeah, another one right there. And I think there's another one over there. So there's probably a few more. So, I don't know, I might have just been smelling that, but wow, were they strong. You know, hunting is at risk as it is. And even if it wasn't, like, who is this freaking stupid? You just leave your stuff here like this. I can't believe it. Like, who thinks that's okay? Man, that's frustrating. Picked up what I could, put it in my pack, but I can't get all that stuff, and I shouldn't have to. If you're a dumbass that does this sort of thing, stay out of the woods. Making our way back. I don't know if you can see it. I can barely see the screen here, so I'm not sure if I can Find it on here. But my truck, nope, gotta go this way, is right. Is that it? I think that's it right there. Yeah, right there. So we gotta go all the way around. You can kind of see the road there in a few spots. All the way around over to here. But we're getting there. Just wish we'd see some animals, but that's not looking like it's gonna happen. Well, I'm hearing thunder, and there are some seriously dark clouds back up over that way. I'm getting close to the truck, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. There was 0 chance of rain in the forecast. 0. Hopefully it holds off for like another 15 minutes. So close. Yeah, it doesn't look very good up there. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put this away, try to get to the truck. Well, I think we're gonna beat the rain. Didn't see much for animals, but it was a beautiful day. It was great to get out. Had fun with moose. So, still a win. Until next time. Good morning. Saturday. It's right a little bit after 9 o'clock. Started hiking this morning around 7. Coming into an area I've never been in before. Been looking at it for several years, just never had the opportunity to come and check it out. So today's the day. Beautiful hiking, beautiful morning. Just gotten up to a saddle now where I'm debating whether I break off and just start exploring off trail. So we're taking our first break as I try to figure that out. Ran into 2 hikers coming down, and then there was another hiker going up about the same time I went up this morning. But it's just a beautiful morning. We're going to have our first break, maybe eat some snacks, get Moose some water, maybe do a little bit of glassing where I'm at. I can see a couple open faces. It's not a great vantage point, so definitely going to have to figure out like where I can go from here. But that's what it's all about, just exploring a new area. Really excited to do it. It's just it's absolutely beautiful. Like the views are just phenomenal. But come the end of the day, I also want to see some animals, so I'll keep you updated It's still very early. I plan to spend the whole day here. So we'll see. We'll see what we can find and see if we can find some areas that are away from the trails. All right, more later. That's an old rub. It's pretty cool to see. I have been seeing elk sign, and I'm pretty sure I've smelt some elk. But I really wasn't expecting to see that, so that's pretty cool. Just kind of walking around right now. I left my pack, and we're just going to explore a little bit to see where we go from here. And we ran across that, so that's pretty cool. Just a little ways away from the rub, and found these tracks. So they've been in here very recently. This one right here, that's a good one. That's nice and crisp. This dirt is really dry and loose, so that's a good track. So I'm pretty sure I was smelling them. Let's see if we can get some eyes on them. Well, just went a few more feet and found this. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I was smelling them. They were here this morning. I might have even bumped them when I was coming up here. Wow, that's awesome. That is so cool. Let's see if we can find them though. I'm gonna look around a little bit more. It's very possible there's a bed over here. Moose was rubbing in something. I didn't realize this was down here, so probably more. There's some old stuff, older stuff. Yeah, it's really old. But they were in here last night. That's cool. That's a fresh track right there too. Alright, let's get some eyes on something. Let's go find them. Yeah, a little bit of exploring. That's very fresh. Yeah. Dang, there's elk right here. That is so awesome. I was hoping to see deer, maybe see a bear. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch. There's some more right over here. Fresh stuff. Man, I bet you they were right above me when I was walking below on the trail. Dang it. I bet I kicked them out when I came up here. That is a bummer. I don't know. Maybe they're still bedded somewhere. Let's get up on this vantage point. So just found a spot to take a break in the shade. We're going to get something to eat here. But did some exploring at the first place that we stopped, and it was apparent pretty quickly why I was smelling elk. Just found a bunch of fresh tracks, trails that were really well traveled, fresh droppings all over the place, and some, pee that was still wet in the beds, several beds. Explored around that area a little bit more, found a lot of sign, and then hiked up and over a ridge to get a view kind of into the next little canyon, and decided I'd grab my pack and head over here. So that's where I am now. But on the way over here, found more trails, more fresh sign, tracks, and urine in the bed in several places. And then there's deer sign too. While I was exploring, I did see two separate deer. I saw each one for just a couple of seconds before they went into the trees, so I wasn't able to get a camera on them, and I was using my binoculars at the time. So I have seen a couple deer, which is good. I haven't seen any elk yet, but there's so much sign here, I'm not questioning whether there's elk here. I think there's quite a few elk here. I just don't know what it's like during hunting season. I have a feeling it gets hit pretty hard. It's not easy to get into here, and it's some pretty rugged stuff. There's a few spots where when I was hiking, it was a bit sketchy. Nothing serious, but it's just not easy to get around in here. It's some really steep canyons. I haven't found any ridges that kind of tie them all together, so you're a lot of up and down. Yeah, we're about halfway through the day, I'd say, and like I said, we're going to take a break here in the shade and eat some lunch, rest a little bit, and then I think I have one more, you can kind of see out there, one more rocky outcropping. I'm going to try to make it to that and look down the other side. I wrapped out on a point and could see around it a little bit. It looked like there was some decent kind of like open timber and stuff that I could maybe look into in glass. So I'm going to try to do that, I think, this afternoon, and then at some point start making my way back out of here. But that's where we're at so far. 2 deer, lots of sign, beautiful day. Time to get something to eat. Alright, we're headed back to where I left my pack. We went basically one canyon over, but we went to the far side of it. Seen a lot more sign, but we haven't seen any more animals. But yeah, it's right in the middle of the day. It's really hot. Like I don't know. It's got to be upper 70s, if it hasn't hit 80. So it's not a good time to be seeing animals. It's about 3 o'clock, I guess, maybe a little bit after. So the plan is now get back to my pack, get us both some water. We're dying. I didn't bring any with. Get us both some water, maybe hang out or take a quick nap, and then maybe 30 minutes or so before I start to head out, just do a little bit more glassing. See if anything has started to come out at that point. Haven't decided what time I'm going to leave. Probably going to be somewhere around 5:36. I'd like to stay later, but it's probably going to take me an hour to get out, and then an hour to an hour and a half drive home. So I'll have to figure that out. Right now, the number one thing is get back to the pack and get rehydrated. It's hot. Right now, I think we're a little over 6 miles. So by the time we're done, probably be somewhere around 11. All right, that's all for now. This is some steep stuff. I came from the top of that and wrapped down around way actually out to the far tip that you can't even see, way out there. And now I'm coming all the way back. You can't see the top of this, so it doesn't look that bad right now, but it is steep going up it. Wow. So when I got back to my pack, I forgot to give any kind of update. So basically did what we said, got both of us hydrated. I took a break for, 15-20 minutes. And then I just went and glassed the backside of actually the hill that I'm walking on right now. Glassed the backside of that until it was finally time to go. And then now we've been climbing our way back out. So I kind of got a little bit worried about the time. So I got a little bit more focused on that than actually putting together pieces of video so you could understand what's going on. So hopefully this will do. But I got one more saddle to go down and up, and then it's downhill the rest of the way. So still no animals. I know for sure if we stayed here until it started to get dark, we would definitely see animals coming out. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw everything. Deer, bears, elk. They're in the timber right now, and the other thing is I didn't locate water other than a small lake, which is a ways away from where I'm at. So I'm sure there's some springs in here too, and that would help pinpoint where they're at and where they're going. And I just didn't have time to do that much exploring. I was hoping I'd maybe just get lucky. But if I come back in here, that'll have to be one of the top things on the list to make sure I figure out, not only to understand what the animals are doing, but for me, so that I have a water source, so I don't have to hike several miles and drop a bunch of elevation just to get some. Alright, headed out. May not do another update, or if I do, it'll probably be at the truck. Thanks for tagging along. Well, this morning's been interesting to say the least. Had to go back home 2 different times for things that I forgot, so added an hour to my trip. But I'm in a place where we have elk hunted the last few years. Yesterday I did like over 10 miles in a new area, just checking it out, someplace I'd always wanted to see. And now today, I'm probably going to end up doing about the same thing, but I'm in here to set trail cameras and do some scouting as well. So, got started about 7 o'clock this morning, left home. Should have been like around 5, but, and then started hiking up the hill around, I don't know, I guess it was 10:30, I'd say. I didn't look at my phone, but I think it's probably somewhere around noon or even 12:30. I'm maybe about halfway, just taking a quick break, and then I'm going to get going again here real quick. I just wanted to update. You know, I'm not sure if we'll see any animals. It's really hot. So mainly it's just get trail cameras set and check out the area, see if there's any new sign or anything like that, and then get out of here. And then my son and I hopefully are coming back here in like 2 weeks with the opening of fall bear season and see if we can find a bear in here. We've seen several. I've gotten several on my trail cameras. So we're going to come back in and see if we can make something happen. As long as he can get the time off from work. Still waiting on that piece, so. Okay, that's it for now. I'll check in more later. Man, I don't know what it is this year, but I don't think I've ever been more covered in spider webs. Jeez, they are just out of control. I don't know what's worse, the spiders and spider webs or the mosquitoes. Actually, I do. The mosquitoes are way worse, but the spiders are pretty freaking bad. Well, made it into camp. Took about 2 hours to get here, which is pretty good. Set 2 cameras so far. I didn't film the first one. It's just off the trail. We've bumped some animals on there before, so I just wanted to see if we could maybe start to figure out like how they're moving through there. So just took care of some camp stuff, and now I'm just eating some lunch. And when I get done with that, probably take a break for a little bit longer, and then we'll head out and we'll set the last 3 cameras for the day. That's it for now. More later. All right, just finished setting my 4th trail camera. Again, didn't film it, just wrapping a camera around a tree, so I don't want to give too much away. So on to the 5th one. This one is in a really tough place to get to. Fortunately, it's downhill. And then I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try to go out the bottom of this canyon from the trail camera. When we hunt, we go down to this spot and then we always hike back up to camp. And it's tough. It's brutal. So I'm going to see if there's a way out the bottom. We'll still won't use that necessarily during hunting season unless we get something, and then we'll know a way out. But it'll make it a lot easier for me today if I can find a way out and just go straight down instead of having to come back up and loop all the way back around the way I came. So wish me luck. 1 camera left. I promise I'll take some video of that. Not that it really matters, but I will just to end it. And then we'll see if I can find my way out of here. figure out how to get across all this crap. Putting the camera away. Well, as promised, the last camera is set. It overlooks this little wallow and meadow right here. So, last year, got some good pictures early on. Came down, checked the pictures, and then set it up again. Came down during hunting season, and no pictures. The camera stopped working. So fingers crossed it works this time. Now I gotta try to find my way out of here. Wish me luck. Well, made it back, but it was not what I thought it was going to be. So, probably won't be using that trail again. But that's it. Done scouting probably for this season. Bear hunt in 2 weeks, hopefully, and then we start archery elk and deer. Here we go. Thanks for watching.